Australian Jockey Club. George Mayne filled that post in the war years, 1938 to 1945, did a good job in that capacity, and this race has been named in his honour. Now, Shogun Lodge is the top rater on 100, Viscount on 90, Make Mine Magic on 83, Mr Bureaucrat 83. Here is the market, and Shogun Lodge $1.80 and entitled to be. Georgie Boy 27, Make Mine Magic 20. If there is a horse over the odds in the race, it is certainly Make Mine Magic. I don't know if he's a weight for age horse or not, but he's a pretty good one, and $20 does look rather liberal. Mr Bureaucrat 20, Make Me a Miracle 32, Viscount 250, Cavoisier $12. Big contrast between the 3-year-olds. Now, Sandown Park, in they go. The line looks pretty good, and so does Greg Miles.
Now, Foreign Affair coming up into the line, and Classic Secret gets ready. One of the two will win. Punters believe either Diamond Rhythm or Neptune's Journey. There's Neptune's Journey going in now. Liston comes up. Diamond Rhythm the clear favourite. Even though beaten by Neptune's Journey, he was beaten unluckily and has a weight turn in his favour. And the third elect is England on track. And hasn't been much of a move outside of those horses that I've mentioned, really. At longer odds, Power and Rhythm at a little dribble of money there. We need 4 to come along, and we'll have them right to go. Previous race taken out by Saxophone, beating Grey Line. The third was won by Archmobile in a blanket finish. Race 2 taken out by Sir Chuckle, who scorched around the course, and the chase won by Masquerade. Citrus Prince about to come up into the line now. Stephen Arnold on board, looking in need of the run, as one would expect. Now Boak to move up. Diamond Rhythm still away in Power and Fame. Here's the favourite coming in now. Diamond Rhythm moved along. There's one from the outside. Now Boak moved in. They're nearly set. Power and Fame the last to join them, so they're set to go race number 5. Away they jump, and Power and Fame, England, the first couple to bounce out. Bushball got out quickly as they settle into stride. Diamond Rhythm is middle of the field. Bushball goes to the lead over Classic Secret. Friday Avado pushing up on the rail. England ease back into 4th, and they're followed then by Jangling Jack, Power and Fame. A length further back, Foreign Affair. A length and a half, Aeronautic, who's over on the inside of Liston, and Diamond Rhythm is 3 wide. 1.5 to Cracker Jack Mac as they go by the 1,000 metres, and he's being followed by Citrus Prince, Neptune's Journey. He has 3 behind him, and they are Boak, Rainbows for Me and Kurtray, but the pace right on by the 800 metres because Bushball sped away with a 6-length advantage. Second is Friday Avalo, 3 or 4 lengths to Classic Secret, another 3 to England, 2 to Foreign Affair, Jangling Jack, Diamond Rhythm a length away from Power and Fame on his inside, and Aeronautic the rail, and then Liston, couple of lengths away to Citrus Prince, Rainbows for Me, Boak, and they're followed as they cornered by Neptune's Journey. He's lost sight of the lure as they corner into the straight past the 400. Bushball, he couldn't keep going, could he? He's 4 lengths in front of Friday Avalo. Classic Secret running on, and Jangling Jack down the outside. They're followed by England. Bushball passes at 200. He's still about 4 lengths in front. Jangling Jack gives chase to him, and then Classic Secret and Rainbows for Me. Bushball in front. Jangling Jack trying hard. Bushball stopping. He can see it through. He's won it by a neck to Jangling Jack and Rainbows for Me. Citrus Prince was the eye catcher 4th, and they're followed then by England, and just behind them Classic Secret on the rail from Foreign Affair, Power and Fame, Liston, Diamond Rhythm. They were trailed in then by Friday Avalo and Boak, and further back was Neptune's Journey. Well back is Kurtray. Towards the end was Aeronautic and Cracker Jack Mac.
Okay, that's Bushball from Queensland for Alan Bailey, winning race 5 at Sandown. We got race 5 here in Brisbane. Interesting race this because we've only got, 1, 2, 5 runners, and when the first noms were called for this, there was only 1 horse nominated for the race, and that was the 2 Paris Heartbeat.
Righto, time for us to take a break and clear a commitment or two on Sky Racing. Yes, he won it as a 3-year-old, the age at which Viscount will take him on today. Make Me a Miracle, Wayne mentioned he's not completely hopeless, and he finished only 5.5 lengths behind Shogun Lodge in the Theo Marks a fortnight ago, albeit in 13th posse, but not all that far from the winner in a big blanket finish, as you'll recall. There's Viscount. Oh, doesn't he looking fit and tuned up now? Viscount by Quest for Fame out of Antwerp, a daughter of Sir Tristram, and his record is 4-2-1 from 11 starts and almost $800,000, and a multiple Group 1 winner, the Champagne Stakes and Sire's Produce Stakes in the autumn of this year. Victoria Park Race 5, you've seen. Now his Sandown Sky rating.
Yes, thank you, John. Very, very good backing late for Viscount here, particularly on track to beat Shogun Lodge. 190 as compared to 260 Shogun Lodge over Viscount on Tab Limited at the moment. Only a whisker in it on track. Shogun Lodge over Viscount. Of course, Shogun Lodge won this race 2 years ago, beating Sunline. Last year, of course, Adam was successful over Mr. Innocent. 1,600 metres, and they're about to move up. He looks very, very well, Viscount. He's taken no harm from his hard run at Newcastle when second behind Magic Albert. And the Shogun Lodge looks outstanding. Thanks, Brendan. I was just commenting to our home audience the significant support late in the ring. Pardon me, for Viscount here. 190 Shogun Lodge, 260 Viscount, but only a whisker between them in on-course operations. Now 4 to come up. Shogun Lodge, Make Mine Magic, Viscount and Georgie Boy. Race prior to this one well by Faith Hill, going great guns at the moment. Number 6, Darren Beatman, beat 8 Angora, 4 Palais, and 10 Golden Fawn took the 4th, Delolly's the 3rd, Patton's the 2nd, and Choiseul won the 1st of the day. When you look back over the winners of this race, the George Mayen, some great names. But let's have a look at the action here as Make Mine Magic and Glenn Collis move in, and we're set, ready to run. And they're off in the San Miguel. George Mayen and Viscount was first out from Georgie Boy. Courvoisier is travelling third. Little or no speed on early as Georgie Boy takes up the running. Make Mine Magic is going around the outside of Courvoisier, and about 2.5 to Make Me a Miracle. Length and a half to Shogun Lodge, and about a half length to Mr. Bureaucrat. Well, Georgie Boy, given full rein by Chris Munson, goes by the 1,200 metres. Opens up about 7 lengths on Viscount. 2 lengths to the grey Make Mine Magic. A length another grey. Courvoisier, 1.5 to Make Me a Miracle, 2.5 to Shogun Lodge, and a neck to Mr. Bureaucrat the inside. Past the 1,000 they travel. Georgie Boy's really fired up in the lead. He still is about 7 lengths on Viscount. Third, Make Mine Magic, and then a length Courvoisier. 3/4 to Make Me a Miracle. 2.5 then Mr. Bureaucrat, and close up Shogun Lodge on his outside. Well, at the halfway and past it at the 800, and Georgie Boy is coming back in one heck of a hurry. Viscount's only a length and a half behind him. 2 then to Courvoisier on the inside of Make Mine Magic. A length and a half to Make Me a Miracle. About 3/4 on the inside is Mr. Bureaucrat, and Boss is about to rev up on Shogun Lodge. Racing to the bend. They have 500 metres left to go. Georgie Boy 3/4 of a length on Viscount. A length Courvoisier, Make Mine Magic, and here's Shogun Lodge letting rip now. Around the corner, McAvoy calls on Viscount. He claims Georgie Boy. A length and a half to Shogun Lodge, who's coming home doggedly, however. Viscount the leader. 150 to go. Shogun Lodge is almost level. Viscount, the great 3-year-old. Shogun Lodge can't pick him up, and another win of the George Mayen to a top quality 3-year-old. It's Viscount beating Shogun Lodge. Third was Courvoisier. 4th home Mr. Bureaucrat, followed by Make Mine Magic, Georgie Boy, and Make Me a Miracle was last. Well, he was too good, Viscount. 240, 150. 1 Shogun Lodge, $1.40, and no third for 7 Courvoisier. Well, it is a great race for top quality 3-year-olds, and he's done it here again, Viscount. You look back over the years, and there are so many top quality 3-year-olds that have won it, and he was gallant in defeat, Shogun Lodge, but that huge pull, 49.5 compared with 58, certainly proved decisive. And Viscount, Kieran McAvoy went for home on the point of the corner and got a nice little break over Shogun Lodge. Try as hard as he did, the big chestnut couldn't quite pick up Viscount. And 6-1-7 the ultimate result by Quest for Fame from Antwerp. Looked $1 million. trained by John Hawkes. A Woodland stud ownership, of course. Kieran McAvoy, a big thrill for young Kieran as he went past the post and acknowledging the glee of the win with his whip, beating Shogun Lodge by Grand Lodge, Bob Thompson, Glen Boss, and number 7, Cavasia by Hennessy, trained by Graham Rogerson, ridden by Mitch Newman. And for the first 4, number 4, Mr. Bureaucrat ran officially 4th. Now the Quinella here has paid $1.90, $3.90 exacta, $14.20 trifecta, and the first 4, $41.20. The margins, half a length by 2. The time was 1:36.74. That's a race record, 1:36.74 in the sectional.
Peter Snowden, you look very elated by that.
It's super, Joe. It's what you really want to see these young horses do, take on this top grade and win. Well, he won with a bit of authority. I think Kieran McAvoy just had a very, very quietly turned to go home. And I think he didn't really see Shogun Lodge stoking up. He went to him quickly, but once you let him down, I feel the horse is starting to come away again the last little bit.
Here we're picking them up as they round the turn, and they're Viscount poised to run away from them, but there's Shogun Lodge, as you mentioned, steaming home down the outside as he usually does. So
Yeah.
Did you think he might have picked you up?
I did. You know, those great horses, he's a super horse, Shogun Lodge. Definitely the weight advantage, that's what kicks in the last 100 metres, but our bloke, without going over the top, we just feel there's just a little bit more left in him yet, and we're very, very happy to see him win like
He
that.
showed some fight, didn't he? He continued to find despite that challenge from Shogun Lodge.
He's always had that fight in him, but it's just been race fitness that he's been lacking, and I don't want to sound too cocky, but we're really happy the way he's going.
The main aim now for him, especially based on today's performance?
Oh, the Caulfield Guineas, that's our main aim, and what comes after that, we'll just have to wait and see, but the Caulfield Guineas is the one we want.
We'll let you go and greet him. Thanks. Okay. Peter Snowden, very happy with the performance of Viscount. The 3-year-old beating the older horse Shogun Lodge today in a very exciting race.
Good on you, Joe. $238,000 is his chop out of today's prize money, and you can add that to the 797 he had earlier. Now, poor old Glen Boss dropped his offside rein on Shogun Lodge. You can see it dangling loose there over the last 100 metres or so. But if you're wondering whether or not that made any difference to the result, I'd have to say absolutely none. Because Shogun Lodge has always had a tendency to want to roll in at the end of his races. He doesn't do it as badly now as he did as a younger horse. Can you remember him as a 2-year-old? He was downright dangerous. He used to head straight for the fence when he cleared other horses, and he has gotten better at it. He's going much more tractably now, and for that reason, by the same token, having the pressure on the outside rein is probably not such a bad thing. Mind you, Glenn certainly wouldn't have dropped it deliberately, but that happens on occasions. In the flurry of the moment, I've seen many a jockey drop many a rein over the years in racing, but I can't for the life of me see how it would have made any difference to the result. Okay, Victoria Park Race 5, the Lindsay Park Guineas, and $5.20 number 3 Gorgeous Guru, $4.20 number 5 Liberty Rose, $3.60 number 6 Ashley Kate. Checking page 2, and they're all at double figures. That's due in about 2.5 minutes. Now let's get ahead here to Sandown Race 6. Crystal Academy 380, Paradiddle 930, 450 Brothers Jest, and 690 for number 8 Dinar. Over the page to Gifted Ground 13 and Covered Cove $13.
The Hawk, he's... Okay, thanks, John. The Hawk's just checking the saddle here on 11 Phantasmic. They have tightened the girth, but he's not quite happy, Wayne, at the moment with this maiden filly. She's had the 2 starts for 2 placings. And I think he's right now, Wayne. He rode the previous winner, Super Lad. Watching the replay, it was a huge run, Super Lad. It was 3 wide in a race where nothing came from the back. And, gee, it was a huge run, really. Just amazing. Liberty Rose is backing away, one of 3 Tony McAvoy runners engaged. Leon McDonald has 2. Gorgeous Guru and Smooth as Silk, which finished close up behind Gorgeous Guru last start. There's Elathea. She's going in. Elathea's right. Phantasmic set. Big Amy's ready. Here's Victorix coming up by Night Shift out of Concord. And she's being dragged into the stall. Zip Thea goes in ahead of her. Victor X is next to move in, which is Latin for victory, from a mare called Concord. Gorgeous Guru goes in. Liberty Rose comes up. We've got a steward's report here, and it's a rather sensational one. In the first race, Jason Wallace, who rode Shoot Air number 10, was suspended for 2 months for an incompetent ride. You might remember the horse made up a conservative 30 lengths in the last 1,000 metres to be beaten, well, a fair way, 5.5. Stewards deemed his ride to be incompetent, Jason, and he was suspended for 2 months. The 5's riderless, it's Liberty Rose. She's playing up. She flew at her first race start. When she won at Cheltenham, she broke 57.5, I think, that day. Since then, though, we haven't seen the best of her. We haven't seen that form anyway. She's the almost favourite, 450 on track. Gorgeous Guru's been very well tried. Each way quote in to about, well, 1 point less than the each way quote, $4.10, pretty much the same on course. And Ashley Kate is virtually equal favourite with Liberty Rose. Victorian trained horses have won the only 4 races today. Now, Liberty Rose is well away, and I notice they're concentrating on others. Just wonder what they're going to do now. They're trotting her up wide out, Liberty Rose. She's drawn 1, so they're bringing her up deep on the track, and they're going to try and run her down right behind the stall. So she didn't want to go up following the rail, but she's now there in the vicinity. They've put the webbing strap behind her, but she sits down as soon as they do that, and they can't get enough men onto that webbing strap to hold her weight, and then she pulls away, and she's winning that battle. She's carrying on, Liberty Rose. They're going to try again, take her up wide out, and then bring her down parallel with the stalls. Or has she worked that out? She's worked that trick out as well. $4.70 Liberty Rose. The others are in this race on the outer track. So it's a 601 metre run home for the Lindsay Park Guineas. Liberty Rose, one of 14 Tony McAvoy trained runners engaged here today. The big marquee next to the mounting yard is the Lindsay Park marquee. They've thrown the webbing strap away. They link arms behind, and you wouldn't want to know it. She's gone in. Sapphire Flash. You can see David Tootle's about to get back aboard. That filly wears a barrier blanket, and he is yet to take up his irons. Does that now. Simon Price back aboard Liberty Rose. Some of these have been there for some time. 1 mile for the Lindsay Park Guineas. A stepping stone to the Hillsmith Stakes in 3 weeks' time. 1800, that race, they're off. Liberty Rose was away well from the inside. Showing good speed, Gorgeous Guru's going up. And so too wider out, Carla Keys is making good ground. Then Ella Thea, Victor X and Lady Glenley, followed by Zip Thea, getting back on the inside, Ashley Kate. Big Amy's a long way back from Phantasmic, Smooth as Silk. Then Sapphire Flash, passed by Princess Taylor. And Razzia's last of all as they go to the 1200 metres. Gorgeous Guru crossed and led from Carla Keys. The margin between them's about a head. 2 away, Lady Glenley from Liberty Rose on the rails. 2 lengths to Victor X, followed by Big Amy wide out. Then came on the inside Ashley Kate from Ella Thea. Then Zip Thea, followed by Smooth as Silk, Princess Taylor, Phantasmic, then Sapphire Flash, and Razzia's last, 20 off the front, coming down the side. They've got 850 metres to go. Almost halfway, it's Gorgeous Guru on the inside. Just a leader from Carla Keys and Lady Glenley from the wide gate of 11's got over behind this speed. Then Liberty Rose, Big Amy, followed by Zip Thea, Victor X and Ashley Kate, ridden along on the inside. Smooth as Silk, hugging the rails a long way back though, followed by Ella Thea, Sapphire Flash. Then came Princess Taylor, Razia starting a run, and Phantasmic. 400 metres to go. Gorgeous Guru gone. Grabbed on the outside now by Carla Keys, which has raced to the lead, and it's dashed away. Carla Keys put about 2 lengths on Liberty Rose, and then Lady Glenley, Sapphire Flash and Smooth as Silk running on resolutely at the 200, and Carla Keys going up against the rail. She's tired. She's holding Liberty Rose well clear of Sapphire Flash and Ashley Kate. Liberty Rose is digging deep, coming hard now, and Liberty Rose is going to win the Lindsay Park Guineas. Guineas. Liberty Rose beat Carla Keys, and third Ashley Cater space away. Razzia made ground together with Victor X and Sapphire Flash. Not a bad run. As they come back into view, Smooth as Silk was just behind them. Big Amy wasn't beaten too far for a roughie. Now out wide we had Ella Thea, Zip Thea, Lady Glenley, Phantasmic, all those not too far away, followed by Gorgeous Guru, which knocked up noticeably, and Princess Taylor amongst the tail enders.
And Liberty Rose successful in the Guineas in Adelaide, and the best horse in the race, no question about that. Okay, race 6 at Sandown today.
$7.50, $10 Zinadan, $4.60 Brothers Jest, $7.40 for number 8 Dinar. All of the others at double figures, Gifted Ground at $15. Greg Miles with his call of the Mukhtar Handicap.
Yes, named after a speedy galloper, won both an Oakley Plate and a Newmarket. There's Aquiline going up in the second set of colours. Tote favourite Crystal Academy on track. Brothers Jest is the top pick, but he's easy, Brothers Jest. And Crystal Academy, after being easy, in fact, he doubled his price at one stage, but he has been well supported late in the betting. Paradiddle, here he is in the red, white and green, has had some support, as is Zinadan. A race of chances here. Paradiddle has gone up now. Brothers Jest about to link in. Gifted Ground. Each of those with a little query at the end of 1200, I think. Brothers Jest has been a bit of a drifter on course. Now I just note he's trimmed up late in betting. Brothers Jest, so he will run clearly the top pick on track ahead of Crystal Academy and Paradiddle. Now Brothers Jest, who's tightened up on track, moved along. They're set to go. The Mukhtar Handicap racing, and Sam Strong out well. Covert Cove jumped fast, and so did Dinar. Zinadan easing just off them. Crystal Academy's going to settle worse than midfield. As they settled fully, Brothers Jest went through the pack and took over the running. At the 1,000, Brothers Jest by a length and a half to Rackaban going up to second. Dinar is third. They're followed then just behind these by Filatimo fourth, and Gifted Ground trapped out wide in fifth placing. Then Zinadan outside Sam Strong, 2 or 3 lengths to Paradiddle and Aquiline. Another 2 behind these, Crystal Academy, Covert Cove and Buckridge. Brothers Jest went to the 600 by 3/4, Rackaban, Dinar third. Then Gifted Ground on the outside from Filatimo, Sam Strong. And next to half length away, Zinadan as they cornered clear of Paradiddle. And then Aquiline, Crystal Academy still third last as they enter the straight. Brothers Jest at the 400, a run on the inside of it for Filatimo and Dinar. Rackaban's wider out onto the whip, and then came Gifted Ground, Sam Strong, Paradiddle and Zinadan. Crystal Academy's a minute back by the 200 metres. Filatimo railed up and took the lead. Gifted Ground and Zinadan are coming down the outside, and then Crystal Academy, Filatimo in front. Zinadan's lifting late, grabbed him, he's got there. Zinadan's grabbed Filatimo right on the line. Gifted Ground between them will be third, and then Paradiddle. Crystal Academy making late ground, and then followed Rackaban and Covert Cove. Brothers Jest didn't run the trip out. He's finished back on the inside with Dinar, and then Sam Strong with Aquiline towards the tail and Buckridge. Zinadan has lifted late for Damien Oliver. Filatimo had got the run on the inside to hit the lead, but Zinadan has come hard on the outside right in the last few bounds, and I think he's got it number 3. Number 3, Zinadan. Damien Oliver's got up to win. Second placing, number 4, Filatimo, Neville Wilson, and third, number 9, Gifted Ground, ridden by Sam Hyland. In a terrific finish to the Mukhtar Handicap, numbers are 3, 4 and 9.
Okay, thanks Greg. 3, 4 and 9 in Melbourne. We got race 6 here.
Bid farewell to John and Julie Singleton. The runners are now behind the gates for the Colin Stephen Quality Group 3 about to be called up, and there's the one that a lot of punters fancy, City Habit with the purple cap, Larry Cassidy on board. Now here's the barrier blanket being used on one of the runners, and a comparatively recent innovation with which they've had great success. Swiss Echo favourite $3 ahead of City Habit $4.70, Bello Signor $7.20, Curata Storm $9.10, $12 Dress Circle, $15 Rapida, $16 Ebony Honour, $17 for Ills, with more than $500,000 in the win pool. Sandown Sky Ratings, Famous Archway 100, Darvalant, second pick Mustang Melanie and El Darren. Now, here's the market on the race. It's a mare's race, by the way. Scratch 1 and 2. Mac Beale, 460. Darvalance, 20. Nova Least, 21. Scratch Blue Orchid, 24. No Feelings. 620. Dance the Music. Over to Dorrington Lass, 20. Charland, 16. Famous Archway, 790. Hurricane Star, 770. Mustang Melanie, 12. 14. Naz Princess, 93. Just a Little Bit. 24. Lady Tiangar. Not finished yet. $12 El Darren. 193. Kingston Princess. Well, Chrissy Muntz takes Rapida up to complete the line. Ready to go in the Colin Stephen. Here's Ian.
Right, John, yes, indeed, the Colin Stephen quality is an interesting race, and Swiss Echo, one of a number of Gay Waterhouse reps, the favourite from City Habit. 4 Fars rider climbing back into the saddle. A great win by Viscount in the George Main, beating Shogun Lodge Kavwasia in 3rd spot. Starter climbing the stand now, so we'll soon see action in race 7. Big program of 9 events. And the gates are back and they're racing. And one of the best out was the favourite, Swiss Echo. Dress Circle hopped out nicely, and the same for Repeater, and not far away as Manzeal. They come along to the judge on the first occasion, and Repeater is the narrow leader from Dress Circle. Manzeal 3rd, and Swiss Echo the inside 4th. And then Bellow Senor, who's tagging Swiss Echo. Wider out Chrysler Mirage, and then Ebony on it to Roman back, followed by 4 Far on the outside of City Habit. A couple of lengths then to Curator Storm, and last of all is Ills. Repeater is the leader as they work out of the straight and go by the 1600. A length on Chrysler Mirage. 3rd is Manzeal, and Dress Circle is travelling 4th. A length and 3/4 to Swiss Echo, and 2 lengths to Ebony on a similar gap. Bellow Senor to Roman back on its outside, followed by City Habit, and then 4 Far. Ills is second last, and Absolute in the field. Curator Storm. They work their way along past the 1300 marker, and Repeater leads the way from Chrysler Mirage, with Manzeal travelling 3rd. Dress Circle on the fence 4th as they lead the 1200 peg behind them. 2.5 to Swiss Echo. About 3 lengths then to Ebony on a 1 further off Bellow Senor, followed by To Roman back, and then City Habit. 4 Far Rills and Curator Storm last. Have to be 15 lengths from Repeater as they come down the side and going to the 950, and Repeater a length and 3/4 on Chrysler Mirage, with Dress Circle on the inside of Manzeal. Some 3.5 then coming Swiss Echo. 2 lengths further off is the New Zealander Ebony Honor in the Sunline colours, followed closely by on the inside Bellow Senor. Its outside is To Roman back, and then City Habit, Ills, 4 Far, and Curator Storm. They're starting to bunch a little now on the Colin Stephen. 500 left to go, and Repeater 3/4 to a length on Chrysler Mirage. Dress Circled, followed by Manzeal, and now Swiss Echo called upon and is circling the field, and City Habit is making ground, about to get onto the back of Swiss Echo. They straighten, and Repeater the leader, taken on by one of its stablemate, Swiss Echo, and then Dress Circle, another stablemate. Forget City Habit, Repeater and Swiss Echo from Dress Circle, the Waterhouse horses. Swiss Echo put his neck in front. Dress Circle is fighting back. Dress Circle going home better. Dress Circle has beaten Swiss Echo and Repeater, a Waterhouse trifecta, followed home by Chrysler Mirage. Further off was Manzeal, City Habit, Bellow Senor, followed by Ills. Further away then Curator Storm, a long margin to Ebony Honor, to Roman back second last, and 4 Far last to complete the course. Dress Circle on the inside, and Swiss Echo, and Dress Circle and Swiss Echo had a terrific duel down to the line, with Dress Circle looking to do a shade too well. Even with the rail out, you've got to allow for that outside horse, but it's Dress Circle that'll get the money. Number 12, Lenny Beasley, and Gay Water. There's the number.